All right, everyone. Thanks so much for listening to another episode of the brand new, just kidding, Full Body Cast presents Garage Night. Garage Night brought to you with the fun of Cole Street Brewery, 1627 Cole Street, Cole, Washington. Say hi to Sean. Go to Bordeaux Wine Bar. Say hi to everyone there. Drink the drinks. Have fun there. Mazalon, Enumclaw. Say hi to Andy. We love them. We want them to flourish, but we also want to see you go to Oh Chef Country Kitchen. Say hi to Dan Kootsnyder, and you might even see him roll by in a beautiful green ice cream truck that I feel like it might be cursed. I think he has a cursed oven and a cursed truck. Other than that, uncursed. Great dude. Get your food there, and I might push him for a charcuterie board for football season, because I think that's the thing that I like to eat the most. I'm sure it'd be pretty easy for him to chop up some cheese, throw stuff together, some crackers, but I could be wrong too. So who knows? But I think a nice charcuterie board, not a nice one. We don't have to go super fancy. I think that'd be good. Garage Night. We've got Craig Bentley on the mic.
So I've come to the conclusion, we've been doing this long enough now. I've been doing things behind the scenes, and it hasn't worked. So this is episode 1 of the destruction of Garage Night.
Under construction of destruction. And we got Corey on the mic.
I'm excited to be here for episode 1
of
the end.
I'm still eating the chicken feet chips. That
Last week, you saved those?
Mm-hmm.
That's
that
gross.
Corey brought over.
How are we going to finish this?
Hopefully soon.
How many episodes have we got? 7?
Yeah, we are at like 180.
No, this is 1.
80 something.
This is 1.
Correct. We're sweating. It's hot. It's sweaty, and my fan is out, so it's even hotter and sweatier. And with my
Is your heater on?
no,
I just feel like I don't have to hike peak today.
dude, we're just sweating off the toxins we just ingested with those chickens.
Well,
Chicken chips.
the two of us only had a couple
you
chips.
keep eating them, so
These are so good. They're so
you
addicting.
need to do some more sweating.
We got a couple more to try here, too, at some point.
Yeah, we got some more. So basically, holy cow.
Ooh, chicken.
Chicken breast!
We got Hershey's Choco Popcorn coming up, as well as the Snickers Marengo.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
I say we do the popcorn first because we can end it with a Snickers because that's like a dessert.
Exactly. I like that. They're both kind of sugary, but I like where your head's at.
Like where I'm throwing down.
I like where you're spreading stuff's at. All right, so right now we're heading into almost the end of summer. We got some back to school stuff, and I just kind of wanted to ask a few
I
things.
don't believe in back to school anymore.
I'm
I got
going back
no
to
kids
school.
anymore. Don't care about school.
I'm going back to school.
I want to know what you looked forward to when it was back to school. Obviously, seeing friends, but
New tennis shoes.
was that it? No, I'm dead serious.
Well, for the most part, yeah.
Snack packs. And I'm going to do the Billy Madison.
And
I'm going
the
back to
Quicksilver shirt that I never got because it was too expensive.
But you were looking forward to it.
Yep.
And you saw it,
Yep.
and it was there at the Jayhawks.
You should have got those Top Dog shirts that were.
Big Dog.
Big Dog.
There was a Top Dog too.
Big Dog was better.
Big Dog was way better, and then also the Big
Big Dog
Johnsons.
longboards. Longboards.
What do you? What?
Big Dog surfing.
Massimo? Is that what
Oh,
you-
Massimo's another
Massimo's
one.
good. Yeah, I look forward to all that. When did you feel like you figured out your fashion, though? I know that some of you and me too, we dress like we're still in middle school, but
What's fashion?
well, when you were like, I'm gonna pay attention more
Shorts
to
and a hat.
okay. When did you become? No shirt?
Let me tell
No,
you.
I just meant like
Let me tell you something. I haven't combed my hair in 7 years.
You haven't? Me neither.
I shouldn't say comb. I should say styled or didn't wear a hat.
Me
somewhere.
neither. Me neither. I hear you. 20 years for me, bud. But no, so I'll give you an example. I think 8th grade, got a Henley, which I thought was pretty cool.
Oh, those are nice.
And then I even wore it to my my school picture. I had the white T-shirt. We talked about this on the last episode. You got to have that white T-shirt underneath. I was watching the Wayans Brothers TV show a lot, so that's where that Henley got inspired. They'd kind of wear a lot of layers. That Damon Wayans and Marlon Wayans, not Damon. It was Marlon and Sean Wayans. Shout out to Mark Herbert Schmidt. Me and Sean went and saw me and Mark went and saw Sean doing stand-up about 10 years ago. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, that's where the style was. That was my style. And then I wanted the Kemp jersey, and I got the Kemp jersey. Very happy about that one as well. Wore those to death. You guys.
Henleys are always good.
Henleys are.
They're a classic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had a sweater vest with a gold chain.
You did.
He also had a
senior year.
He also had a brown
I don't know if that
jumpsuit.
was my senior year. I've been a little earlier.
I had a
than that.
sweater vest in 7th grade.
Yeah,
Gold
I did.
chains.
Brown piece brown one-piece jumpsuit. Yeah, I did have that also.
That's sweet.
I bleached my tips one year too. That
What,
was a
your
thing
what?
Back then. Remember whenever
His tits.
bleaching the tits?
Yeah, you with? Huh?
Yeah. You take the hair that you on your chest.
Does this
And-
go with the chapstick on the nipples?
That's how you keep the sun out because you bleach around it.
Did you do sun in for your tips? Because I did that
I don't
too.
remember what it was. It was some box thing.
Oh, for me, it was like my parents wouldn't let me dye it, but they're like, you can do sun in, which was like lemon juice and water. You just spray your hair, and then I went bald immediately. It was like the reverse of the peanut butter solution.
I used to.
If they put something in it, they're like,
That's actually.
this guy's going to pay for it.
I used to bleach my hair every year.
Really?
Yeah.
Eminem prior to Eminem, or
Yeah, I mean it was for a while. Even when I was out of school and the kids were young, it used to be like this thing where they thought it was cool, even though it was like 15 years too late or 10 years too late. The kids thought it was cool because they were younger, and I would still dye my hair.
Well, the cool thing was he didn't have to bleach his eyebrows with it because they were already
Yep.
close to it.
Just eyebrow, yeah, just the hair.
did you ever go anything else besides bleach? Did you try to go blue, green?
No,
I ended up dark orange one time when our uncle, was it his wife or him? No, he did it. They came up. We don't really have anything to do with them, but they were up one time, and he tried to bleach my hair, but it turned like dark tiger orange.
I think you took it out a little too soon.
And I had to work that night, and so I went to work with like this orange burnt hair, and I tried staying in the back room the whole day.
You're like, I'm going to fill the milk again.
Yeah, I stayed almost the whole shift, and then to get rid of it, I dyed it jet black the next day.
And then you just look like a...
And then I was like, it was my emo look.
So then you just walked in, just very emo-ish to go with it.
I'm thinking about doing that again.
Go emo or go dark?
Yeah, just go jet black, emo, start wearing leather.
Dude, if you do that, you have to wear what you didn't do before, and you have to get the black fingernail polish.
I can do that. Only every other finger, though.
Yeah.
And come November, I'm going to try to keep the hair this long till then and do the mustache for November.
Well, hopefully you don't get a job interview.
Hopefully not, because can't give this up.
Well, with all that being said, it's interesting because my daughter is going. My Madden, who's 20, going to be 21 this year. She's going to the Foo Fighters concert, which is weird to have my kid start going to, like,
Celebrity lookalikes.
No, to go to
A concert that you listen to their
yeah,
music?
where it's like where that was my generation more than hers.
It happens.
That's weird. Has your daughter ever
Kenzie
thought
was actually Kenzie and her boyfriend were supposed to go to the Red Hot Chili Peppers over at the Gorge. They ended up not going, but they were supposed to go, and it's like, yeah, I listen to them.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That wasn't the weird part for me. The weird part for me was getting in her car and she's listening to like rap or something that like I'm like, I don't even listen to this, and it's like every other word is this and that and that. I'm like, damn.
Like this and like that and like this, Anna?
Like this and like that. It was that song. And then that's what I said. Damn.
Yeah, so she's doing that. She did buy me and her Kid Cudi concert tickets that was supposed to be end of August, but he broke his leg, so he had to cancel that. He went stage diving at Coachella and broke his leg, and so that's
He heard Full Body Podcast.
he's like, oh no, I gotta break this thing. He brought a hammer out and
You know what you could do? You get some. Well, actually, you would have had to do that last week. Last Saturday, you should have went to the concert at the amphitheater.
what was that? Who's that?
Alanis Morissette.
Oh, gosh,
I would have loved that.
it'd be ironic.
Not
Don't
for
you
me.
think?
I ought to know, so
A little too ironic.
I don't think.
It's like what?
Rain.
On when?
I don't want to get married again.
You know, is this a remix? Are you not getting married again?
I don't know. I'll never say never. I don't.
That's another song. Never say never.
We switched topics. This is weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. In my mind, no, but I would.
We haven't gotten deep with you in a while.
I've been getting deep with other things.
Like
Meatloaf. Deep dish meatloaf.
I don't know. Maybe one day. Just living my single life right now.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Are you at that point where I feel like you're looser right now? Like this is the loosest I've ever seen you be. You had legs up on the.
Also meatloaf.
Yeah. That's, you know what? When you get enough meatloaf in your system, it does wonders for you.
But I feel like this is the most confident I've ever seen you.
Confident?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
So
but
what is it?
I feel lighter.
What does that mean? Like just like
I just don't care as much about
Like a
everything
feather.
Well, what? Okay.
Compared to an anvil.
Like my mind still works a certain way. I still have a lot of things that I work through, but it's not as bad, and I feel a little bit lighter about stuff.
Okay, so let me ask you this then: Are you, when you're in a
Is
relationship?
this how we're gonna get it canceled?
Yes. When you're in a relationship, are
Episode
you?
1.
Are you?
The Full Body Cast new topic. It's all about relationships and life.
Are you focused on their happiness and enjoyment? So does that weigh on you where you're like, oh, when I get home, I need to do the dishes because they like the dishes done, or I need to pick up flowers because they like gifts, or like the love languages? Are you
To a certain extent, yeah, I put too much into the other person. And then when I do that, that's the noise I get back. And then I was like, I will not stand in stuff during that noise.
Craig is already spreading and stuffing over here.
I think, did you get excited for that conversation?
No.
Craig, in comparison, how
How many boundaries do you have?
no, how much
Like survey questions? Boundaries? Or
between you and
like physical?
with Carrie,
It was a survey question, actually. I was interested.
Yeah.
how often is Carrie on your mind in a given day?
Let's go with
4 times.
72 minutes and 14 seconds.
Okay. And of that 72 minutes and 14 seconds, it's sporadic.
That's
and-
over an
and
hour.
combined.
That's like he spends over an hour with it.
How much of it is thinking about her, like her happiness and that, hopefully she has a good day and all that. And how much of it is thinking, man, I hope she freaking got this thing done. And then the other on top of that is, or are you just thinking about how bad you want to make love with her that
She
night?
better have mowed the
So-
lawn or no nookie
So
tonight.
here's the deal. Her happiness is me being happy, so they're the exact same.
That's true.
Great answer.
Her happiness. If I'm happy, she's happy. So I'm wondering how I can become happier. Those 72 minutes and 14 seconds.
Normal people say happy life, happy wife, but not here.
Well, I agree with that. But there's one more caveat. It's happy me, happy wife, and then happy life. She's going to have a sharpened knife when she hears this.
She don't listen.
Yeah, she's
No.
done listening to this show.
So you can say whatever you want. Okay, I'm surprised you said 7. I thought you might as well said negative 72 minutes and 14 seconds.
That's mathematically impossible.
Do you have that boundary issue? Because I have it with not just in relationship, almost with like everything.
Bro.
Like
I'm
I care
obsessed.
more about other people to an extent more than myself sometimes, where I have to draw a boundary.
That would suck.
Dude,
To where I'm like, I need to do this
Yeah.
for myself.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with everything until I'm not obsessed with it.
That would suck. I'm not like that at all.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with it. With like for fantasy football, I'll be obsessed with it. For Vegas, I'm obsessed. For my wife, until they say, "Yo, chill out," and then I'll chill out.
But
Or-
do you really? You say that,
Bro.
but do you really chill out?
Bro.
Because most people
Oh
don't.
yeah, I chill out. Yeah, because I want to like immediately. What?
But okay, let me ask you this. Follow up.
I
'Cause
like
you
to-
said
yeah.
you're with your wife
Okay.
and other people.
Mhm.
Your wife tells you to chill out because you're worried about her. you seem like the type of person that instantly is worried about the other people you're with also. So do you really chill out?
Dude, shout out to Shaylee Green, because Shaylee Green posted something that said, if someone doesn't like me, it makes me want to ruin whatever it is even more.
I love that. That's a good saying.
Yeah. And so for me,
That's life.
I'm complete opposite. If someone doesn't like me, I'm like, why don't they like me? And I try to figure it out. I used to be way bad that way. Going through my divorce helped me kind of release the people person aspect of me, unless I care about those people. And there's a few people that I actually truly do care about, that whether they can affect me, whether they like me or not. And it could be somebody that I haven't spoken to in like 15 years, but I have like a special time with them. There's like a special like block of time. And then if I find out that something's happened, it throws me off. And we've experienced that in the past. You guys have been there for that. But
your boundary has to come from people pleasing.
Yeah. And so yes.
Because mine doesn't come from necessarily wanting them to like me or please them. It comes from like some warped sense of duty and morality of like being good to people. You know what I mean?
That's totally different.
So that's where I get tied up in it. Of like, I need to be that for me, not for them.
Okay, yeah, because I think you may have other like a computer will have other processes running in the background while other programs are running. So you have multiple programs running.
Oh yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yes, and I think you have programs of that. You also have programs of everything's a life lesson, and so what's life trying to teach you, and then or God or whatever, and then how can I become better, and then the things that you really don't care about at all. How do I get out of it? And so you're constantly you have like 14 different programs running at once, and sometimes you have to
ping-pong game.
Yeah, you have to Control Alt Delete that and shut some tasks down every once in a while so that you don't.
So when you ask
overload.
me why I feel lighter,
yes,
it's a much slower ping pong game. Right?
Okay,
now. Does
that makes you have some? And I think it's because you're not trying to people please because you're not in a relationship.
He's
I think
using
that makes
6
sense.
paddles instead of 2.
Yeah, I just got better at ping pong.
Right. And that's sometimes how it is. I picked up. So one of the things that I saw, and who knows, maybe it's a nice like marketing thing, but I downloaded the app. One day I just kind of saw something that was like, hey, if you struggle with ADHD, you should download this app. And I'm like, whoa, I am ADHD. I know that.
Is the app called Ritalin?
No.
Just a needle comes out of the phone.
No, what it is it's probably something that everyone else has done or been, but with ADHD, I need a routine. And when I get in my routine, I'm golden. I'm good. And then when you try to throw something to break up that routine, I kind of wiggle out, and then I become good again. So I'm like, dude, there's got to be ADHD apps out there of like a daily planner. And rather than just, I mean, a month or two ago, I was trying to just plug it all into my iPhone calendar and get my reminders. And it was like tedious and boring and not what I need. I need like light colors and things to be fun and sounds and stuff like that to keep me interested. So I downloaded Me Plus. Well, I downloaded Your Best Self or something. I tried that 7-day trial and I didn't like it. And next one I tried is right now I'm on Me Plus. Now Me Plus, I think it might be a better me or me. It's Better Health actually, whatever that mental health find a therapist for you type of a thing. I got the free version. I tried the paid version. I'm like, I'll try the free version. And I'm like, wow, free. I just use the free version stuff anyways. What it does is it breaks things down that you can repeat every day. And so you create your own task. I have a stand and stuff. No, I have a stand and gaze.
That's Craig's only task.
Where does it start with wake up?
Yes.
Check mark.
Can't do it.
I'm crushing today.
Hey, that's a good start to the day.
Yeah.
Did you make your bed?
I know that's what they say. That's what they say. So during my day, when I start to feel like my brain start to creep up, I'll take a 2-minute break, walk outside, stare at the trees, and just stand and just clear my head.
What if there's no trees?
There are trees.
He finds squirrels.
I don't just go out a random house, or I don't walk out to the desert. I don't like. I know where I live, so there are trees, and I just kind of like see the wind and see.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried meditation?
Yeah,
Like
But
it's hard. Like
it's
me,
so-
my brain is very hard to do.
it's so hard. So for me, it's prayer. But here, I can just like I don't. Because if I'm like meditating, I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, don't think about this, and I'm
Yeah.
thinking about it. But here I just go out there, just let the thoughts flow away, and I kind of organize my day. Then I have one for 5 glasses of water. I have 10 minutes on the elliptical. I open my Bible app. Is just what I'm just open the Bible app because it just kind of helps create a habit. And then 5 door dashes a day and enough. And so I'm doing 5 door dashes a day. I'm earning a little money. I'm keeping my numbers up, but I'm not obsessing and going too much, or I'm not going too little. And so I'm just trying that out, and it's really helped me. Plus, there's little quizzes you can take about, this love language. Kind of
That
helps.
sounds like a great. What was it called?
It's called Me Plus.
Me Plus.
I would like for you to at least check it out. I would love for you to check it out. I don't care about. You don't have to do it.
He has his app. It's just called Me.
Yeah. me plus would be me looking in the mirror in the morning. Me? Yep. It's
Yep.
a plus still.
It's a plus.
His plus is when he installs another mirror.
So you can see the front and the back of him. That's Me Plus Plus. But yeah, so I highly recommend it at the moment. But what it's doing for me is it's helping me kind of clear my thoughts. I know my day's planned. I know I know roughly what I need to do, obviously, for my work and around the home. But when it comes to the little things that like to pop up in my head, that's what weighs me down. So the extra tasks or the upcoming trips or the, all that stuff. So, and then you throw in emotions on top of that. And then that's another thing. You can click your emotion of what you're feeling at that moment and then write out, am I feeling anxious? And what are the thoughts? And then for ADHDers, we go back to it. Like we need to write down something or else it's floating in our head and we feel burdened and we feel weighed down and we're trying to remember it. And what was that? Oh yeah. If you write it down, it's out of your head and then you will go check it later and you'll see, oh, that's not that big of a deal. That was just at that moment a big deal. Or, okay, I need to now work on this. So
Yeah, because it's a form of journaling.
yes.
You see it outside of your head, and then it makes either more sense or it's more of a, oh, okay, that was stupid.
Right. Exactly. So that's where I'm at with it. I like it. I enjoy it, and it's helping me. So
That was Going Deep, sponsored by Liquid Death. Murder your thirst.
yeah. So anyway, I don't know how we got on this topic.
Craig didn't go deep. Go deep, Craig.
Craig, let's go back to you and Carrie. Okay. How often do you think Carrie thinks about you, and if you're happy?
the opposite.
71 point or what
The opposite of what Craig said, whatever the rest of the hours in the day are.
No, probably more. Honestly,
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I think that's just in general.
But no,
But
I mean, dude, my wife does not think about me.
no. I mean, in our relationship,
Yours and mine.
meaning,
He thinks about you way more than you think about him.
and in mine and Carrie's relationship, she would think about more because I don't think about really a whole lot. That's why
That must be nice.
But see, the thing is, and
gonna try that.
I completely understand everything we just talked about.
Right.
And there is probably majority of people are actually like that. To do something like that, or to even try to do something like that in my head would be completely ridiculous for me. Because it would make me become like that, even trying to do that.
You're driving to work. What are you listening to? Do you carpool?
No.
Okay, you drive to work.
Oh, and I'll tell you this: when I do carpool, because I have carpooled a ton with "Thou shall not be named,"
Right.
don't even talk.
But listen to stuff.
Yeah, music
Okay. When you're at work, are you listening to stuff?
sometimes.
When you're coming home, listening to stuff.
Yep.
You're home from work, TV on or downtown, or are you always doing something and always have a heads like
For
stuff
the
going?
most part, yes.
When was the last time you had shut the radio off completely and just had a half an hour, whether you're driving or maybe you just get home from work and you're not napping and you're not mowing the lawn, something to where your brain isn't like on constant incoming noise?
I don't know. It would drive me nuts.
What would you? Yeah, that's what I'm wanting to know. Like what would you be thinking about? Like, what would it be? Would you start worrying about the world and worry
No.
about this or about that?
What I would start thinking about is what am I doing? What I should be doing something besides sitting here not listening to something.
Okay, you're driving
I should
to
be
work.
listening to something.
You're driving to work, and you just decide I'm not going to listen to anything. What's your thoughts?
Probably how stupid drivers are.
Okay.
I wish I could listen to music.
It would have nothing. It would have
time I'm working.
It would have nothing to do because I kind of get what you're saying.
Right.
Because I'm assuming
I'm just curious.
if you were driving to work, I mean, I know you don't have to go very far, but if you were driving to work a half an hour,
Yeah.
and you didn't listen to music, you would worry about what's going to happen when you get to work.
Probably a little bit, but I'd mostly, I'm always like the first few moments type of a guy. Like I'm worried about the next few moments. So I'm worried about what time will I be getting in and what time will I be logging in. And then I'm just worried about everything until my first break. And then on my break, I'm worried about like, what am I going to eat? And then I'm worried about getting back from my break. And then after that, I'm worried about my lunch and then, or when I'm going to have my lunch. And then when I'm on my lunch, what am I going to eat? What am I?
And see, I could not work like that.
I'm like incremental worrying. And then every once in a while, I expand to, okay, what's going on tonight, to what's going on this weekend, to what's going on a month from now. And then I go, oh, that's right. I've got this outing or I've got fantasy football drafts. Okay, that's right. I got to put that on the calendar. Like that's kind of, but it always starts out small. And then once I figured out my small, I go medium. And once I figure out my medium, then I keep going. I drive around without typically listen to music when I DoorDash just because of the yellow car. I don't have really an aux cord for it. And you can't really hear that much anyways. I tried bringing in my speaker, like my golf speaker, but for me, then during those things, I'm just praying or I'm like randomly thinking of just whatever. But then that's where the flooding comes in of all the stuff I've repressed. So then you're just like, well, then I think about my kids and then I think about
the mind wanders in silence.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I realize that I'm in the minority when it usually comes to stuff like that.
I don't think so.
I don't know. I honestly think even in my own family, and I'm talking like Carrie and the girls, I think they're a lot closer to the way that you guys are as far as what they're thinking about, things are going to happen, yada, yada, a lot more than I am. And I see that. I think it's awesome that something like that, an app like that could help anybody. I think that's cool, but I could not do that. It just...
I get it. But like for you, Corey's passing out over here.
I'm sweating so badly.
It's so bad. For you might have occasionally perhaps, well, see, you've had your mind preoccupied by upcoming. It'd be interesting to see with baseball and coaching. I mean, you've taken kind of a time off for the past year in a sense of like, a way lesser amount of work with that. And then you've also had to deal with a graduate. You've had to so it's going to be interesting to see, other than football, fantasy football coming up, like you're not going to have to get a kid motivated for school anymore. You're not going to have to get...
I 100% agree with you because I've had that conversation now that I'm done coaching because that was usually the winter months I took 3 trips last year. I went to Vegas, Texas, and California during the winter, and then all that kind of stuff during the summer, like not doing stuff. Like I'm going on a trip, or we're actually taking a trip in September. During the summer, I'm completely booked doing stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna be October through January. That the last 8 years of my life have been super busy. That aren't gonna be this year.
Not at all.
So we'll see how that goes.
But here's the thing. I think if you're like me, that's fine. October through January, you got holidays and you've got football and a lot of it that you could just drown yourself in. The January or the February after the football season ends to May, where it's like 36 degrees out and drizzle. You can't golf.
And I'm already penciling in trips next year.
Then that's smart.
Like opening day, MLB opening day next year. I think we might go to Toronto.
Really?
Yeah.
Go to that stadium, and then when Vegas builds theirs, maybe I'll join you for the Vegas.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you this. I'll say it right now. We might have to figure out a thing. I told Carrie I had never been to Vegas before. 5 years ago, I went to Vegas for Fast Pitch. Now I've been every year for the last 5 years. At some point, I need to figure out how to get to Vegas next year to keep of going there.
So you're
He's
saying,
asking to go
you're
with you.
saying you want to hang out a little bit.
No, what I'm saying is I just need to figure it out. Maybe it's March Madness. Who knows?
Not saying I want to go with you at all. Just saying.
Download the Me Plus app, and you will be able to plan that out for yourself.
And what's weird is it links to his, and then you guys.
I
are going
can
at the same
view.
time.
Yes,
Yeah,
I can view.
Yeah, I'll link mine. It'll have nothing on it.
Except the Vegas trip for you both of you.
You know what would be so funny, and this is what Craig would do, is he would put all these mundane, dumb tasks on there, and then not check them off. Do
they notify you too? That'd be even better.
Yeah, it'd be like something like sometimes. Yes.
Craig's supposed to do this
he
at
wouldn't
7:30
like it.
today.
Yeah, exactly. And something that I know you did. Like it'd be like arrived at work, and that's it. And it's like I know he got there. Just freaking hit the check.
If the three of us linked apps,
Yeah.
and we both did it legit,
Yeah,
he would get tired of it.
dude. What if we did like?
If I did it legit, yeah, I think it's stupid.
Whoa,
Instead of
I've already said that though.
whoa.
Instead of wife swap, let's do life swap. Where what that would do is for 1 week you have your wife, you have your in your spot, but you've got to do everything that I do. I'll do everything that Corey does.
You're paying for my trip to Vegas that week.
No. It's not that. It's just like the daily routine stuff. Like you've got to play video games for a little bit. You've got to go DoorDash a little bit. And for me, Corey, I got to go walk my dog a bunch, and then I've got to do nothing. And then and then Corey has to do what you do, which is just listen to things nonstop and watch
in the pool
and just lay in the pool. Yeah, Corey's in.
See, even in the pool, a lot of people would just sit there,
Yeah, that's
float
not good
around.
For me.
I have to have music on.
I would have to have music.
Well,
on.
yeah, that helps the vibe. But for me, if I was laying in a pool, I'd have to have music going, and probably a TV showing sports, and a beer in my hand, and possibly
your phone.
my phone or something to like.
See, I have
where I can plan this stuff. I can start planning things if I need to plan
I
something.
have all of that right now, except I do not take my phone in.
Well, I get that.
There's times where if I'm in the pool all day, I've literally not got back to people for 5, 6, 7 hours because my phone just stays inside.
Yeah. Do you and Carrie play cards? Do you guys do anything that's kind of like just you two when you guys are kind of killing some time? It's relaxing.
We got in to start like playing. I try to teach her cribbage and that kind of stuff, but we're really not that people that sit and play games.
She's not competitive, or is she?
I think it was just me being a horrible teacher because I don't
Because he
teach
takes
people
your
very well.
he takes your points if you're wrong to start.
Dude, I love that you just like retired from coaching for many years. And you're like, I'm terrible at it.
I'm talking about like
If he's competing against you, he won't teach you correctly.
Oh,
Well, he'll teach you correctly, but he'll
I'll
also,
teach you correctly, but it upsets me when you don't get something.
if you make a mistake, he'll take your points.
oh yeah.
That's the way you learn.
That's how Jamie did for me too. And
That's
now-
the way you learn,
and
though.
it feels so good to take the points from her now.
Yeah.
Like if Carrie was playing you and then you forgot for whatever reason and she grabbed those from you, it'd be like, that makes the game right there. And then, because I know Jamie's pissed and I know Craig would be pissed so I also know that I've been able to Craig him on his own game where now he got outsmarted kind of, but he forgot something and I remembered it and now it's ruined his points. He's got to play from behind and he's mad, and so it's ruined kind of the rest of the game.
The other issue is I usually don't get points from people because I count it for them faster than they can. Then I
Jamie's the same way. Yes, Jamie's like, that's an 8, that's a 10, that's a 12. I'm like, a 15-2, 15-4, and then I got a double run, and I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Sesame Street cribbage?
Yeah. You know what I would encourage you to do if you haven't done already is to, now that your coach and kid retired, so to speak, is perhaps get Carrie into golf a little bit,
She has golfed a couple times with me.
and then that
When we were down in Oregon, she golfed with me.
there you go, and then you guys go and just spend your time golfing together. That would be like that's the Tuesday night date. And
Well,
then
no, see that for me it'd be she has to wake up at like
5
7
in the morning,
to go.
to go golf.
I only golf before 8 o'clock.
Well, no, you gotta go to Twilight.
No,
Twilight's great because you're unwinding. There's no one on the course. You're
no
sitting
one on
there.
the course at 7 o'clock in the morning either.
Yes, there is.
Craig.
I get it. I get on certain days, yes, but like on a Tuesday night, there's nothing better than just the weather cooling off. You're playing, no one in front of you, no one really behind you. And then when you're done, stopping off at a restaurant or going and having a beer. I went. That's what I did the other day. Jamie and I golfed, and then we got out of there at 8. Went down to the Rainier. I stopped in at Sean's and at the Cold Street Brewery and had a beer. Watched him play as Wazoo, or no, wait, he was playing as UW versus Wazoo in the Apple Cup. Dude, it was awesome. You got to do that.
I have heard it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Carrie's sister and her husband go regularly to Spanaway. That's where they live down there, and do 9 Twilight and then go out to dinner afterwards.
Oh, dude.
And they've invited us before, and I'm like,
Like,
that's
what?
a little late for me.
A little late for me. I got to get home and do nothing. Just listen to music. Well, cool. Well, maybe we'll line something up. But yeah, you're almost at see, for us, we still got school for a while. So you're living a completely different life now.
Yeah. Well, yes and no.
Corey.
we gonna try some of this.
Yeah,
Let's try one of these.
Let's
things.
do Veronica's Hot Topics real quick. We'll do both of them. Veronica's Hot Topics. Veronica asks Corey, hey, you want to go on a date sometime?
Is there meatloaf?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Okay. There you go. There you go, Veronica. You got a date with Corey.
To
Mazatlan.
No. Where's Meatloaf?
Oh, to O Chef Country Kitchen.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Veronica, next time that you're in town,
It's in the oven.
there'll be a bun in the oven. Whoa, later.
Whoa.
After this date
Try
as
some-
well.
Whoa.
Okay, we got the
Craig,
chocolate.
Craig wants his chocolate.
Yeah.
I want to try this popcorn.
Okay, all right.
Don't get in the middle between Craig and his popcorn.
Okay, we're gonna do it right now. Okay, all right. So this is the second. It is boiling in
It's
here.
getting hot in here.
Can you show us? You still haven't learned this part. It's a Hershey's popcorn. There we go. Hershey's popcorn, Choco popcorn
From where?
from, I think it looks like Japan or China.
Dude, we said China on this one, and that looks a little different writing than this one.
Yeah, this is, well, I don't know.
Ooh, these are little nuggets.
Oh,
These are little nuggets. All right.
These are like Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs.
Oh,
But
this
let's
should be
do
good.
all do it together.
let's do it together.
This is what they look like. My wife's calling me, so I've got to decline it. Okay.
Hold on.
So, all right. 1, 2, 3. What happened there? Craig's head exploded.
Those are pretty good.
Those are actually, I do like those.
Those are good.
These taste like Rice Krispie treats on
like-
popcorn.
It's like chocolate caramel corn.
Those are actually good. Those are good.
Those are tasty.
All
All right,
right.
let's try this one real quick here.
And
This
then
is a-
What are we gonna try? A Snickers bar?
we're doing a double dip. You know what it tastes like a little bit? It has that. Remember Kudos? It has a Kudos taste to it. Remember you did the Kudos with the Kudos bars?
oh, look at it. Get a picture
You know what? No, you know what these taste like?
And this is the Mandarin, Snickers Mandarin,
This,
Morongo.
you know the chocolate wafers,
Yes.
wafer chocolate.
Yes.
That's what those taste
that's
like.
That's what Kudos was a little bit. All right, hold on.
What do we
Hold
got?
this. Hold this. Turn it on me. All right, I'm sweating up the storm. We got the new hat.
I think the chocolate just
Got
melted
the
in
new
my
hat. What are
hand.
you looking at?
This chocolate just melted in my hand
Yeah,
right now.
it is. All right. Oh, all right, here.
Did you get his hat in the shot?
I'm gonna get it going in your mouth.
Look at that throat goat.
What's a Morango?
I think it's some type of strawberry.
This tastes like Flintstones kids, like vitamins with chocolate and some caramel.
That is
It's very.
scarily accurate.
Of what I just said?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is what it tastes like.
It's like they just put.
Where's this thing from?
I think it's Brazil or India. I forget which one.
Well, I don't really care for Snickers normally,
No.
I actually like that better than normal Snickers.
And
Wow.
the butterscotch one I got from there too. It was from. It was delicious as well. So the Snickers are hitting.
I gotta wash this down with some of these chicken chips.
And I tried the maple Coke the other day. Wasn't that great?
All right.
Coke?
Yeah.
Like snorted it?
Yeah.
What?
Like what you do is you get a line and then you just pour some maple syrup in it and then you just put a finger and then you just put the finger up your nose.
1 out of 10, or 1 to 10 on the chocolate.
Oh, that's an easy 8.
I'm going to do 8 also.
They're good.
I'm gonna go 6, and then for the Snickers Marengo,
That's like a 7. That's pretty good.
I'm going to give it an 8.
I'm gonna give that a 3.
You didn't like it,
But
huh?
those chicken chips, baby. All right. Well, it's that time again. We didn't do shout outs last time. Sorry about that. Kind of rushed it. Shout outs.
I'm going to shout out, hopefully not episode 2.
Oh, that's right. We're on episode 1 right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the episode 1 listeners. And then shout out and goodbye to Mariano Rivera. Enjoy Florida.
Yeah,
Goodbye forever.
we're gonna miss you. And by the way, we're gonna talk about the Justin the Turner and the Orizon Zabando trade, and all as well as the Jazz Chisholm going
Was
to
there
the
alcohol in that Snickers bar?
to the yeah.
Hey, where's you think he cared? Where's he moving to Florida?
I think somewhere around Tampa.
Ooh, there's a stadium there. Probably not going to be there very much longer.
And it's and it's okay if you want to stop paying for the podcast. We get it.
No, we don't. We don't. But it has been a quite an enjoyment to see him more. And then he was anticipating seeing me at the King County Fair because I said I'd be there every day, and I only went there once because I only afford one day.
He missed. He was looking. For
I
you.
know he was.
He missed you.
He saw me. He goes, "Hey, where were you? Why weren't you there?" And I'm like, "Dude, it is expensive."
It was a sad last day. I got him some gluten-free treats for his last day.
Oh, is he not there anymore? Huh?
No, he's done.
Oh, well,
And he can never have a party like how people get stuff for their last day.
yeah.
But he's gluten free, so
With
he can't
water?
eat anything. So I got him some gluten free granola in this bar that I like, and some gluten free jerky that's amazing that we found that we both liked, and gave it to him and said goodbye, sir.
Nice.
My gift would be, if he wants to talk about the shift, let me know.
That's
So your
that,
shit out-
that you know what that you guys should start your own podcast together called The Gift, The Shift.
The gift, the shift. Was that your shout out? It was to him?
And to all the listeners for episode 1, if you want to get it canceled, just write into Craig and let him know.
What was your shout out?
To not episode 2.
Okay, and my shout out is to Craig, or to Corey, not to Craig, to Corey for this cool idea and the chicken chips. They're really good.
I'm glad you like them.
All right, we got Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, Adam Kenny Art, Seth Loop, Cassie Spencer, Amanda Keating, Shekinah Sarver, Jared Skelly, Ben Illman, Jamie Roberts, Jamie Kenny, Apollo Doodle, Jackson Zyduk, Sasha Carey Lynn, Thomas Savageau, Cameron Stratton, Jacqueline Van Hoof, and Dan Coot Snyder at No Chef Country Kitchen. Go find him on DoorDash and go find him lurking around your neighborhood in his ice cream truck. Have a great week, everyone.
Hello.